:30 p.m. The regular meeting of the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Fairfield for June 15, 2026 is now called to order. Adequate notice of this meeting was provided at least 48 hours prior to commencement of this meeting pursuant to the provisions of Chapter 231 of the laws of 1975, the Open Public Meetings Act. Notice of the time, date, and location of this meeting has been provided by posting a copy of the public meeting dates on the municipal bulletin board, by sending a copy to the Asbury Park Press and the Star Ledger, and by filing a copy with the municipal clerk. I'd like to ask everyone to please stand for a salute to the flag, followed by a moment of silence. Chief Connier, can you please lead us? I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Mayor Kane.
Here.
Councilman Zunzetto.
Here.
Councilman Friedman.
Here.
Councilwoman Jordan.
Here.
Councilman Reich.
Here.
Councilwoman Rogers.
Here.
Councilwoman Schuster.
Here.
Okay, this is always a great meeting every year at this time to celebrate the extraordinary efforts of our Memorial Day Parade Committee on another outstanding parade. How about a round of applause? I'm going to ask Councilmember Reich if he will take over and brag on the committee a little bit and introduce everybody and hand out some awards.
Sure. Thank you. If you'll excuse me as I come down with the dates. Good evening, everybody. I am the council liaison to the Memorial Day Parade Committee. I have the honor of being the liaison for the past couple of years. The Parade Committee starts preparing for each year's parade officially in September, but technically in June, a week after the formal parade. This past week we met and we had a lessons learned kind of meeting where we are already talking about things that we can do better and change up for next year's parade. Starting in September, we meet monthly, and then as we get closer to Memorial Day, the meetings happen every Wednesday night. The parade committee does a fantastic job. This year we also had a concert hosted by the parade committee at the at the First Presbyterian Church of St. Peter's by the Sea, with Father Alphonse as the conductor, and it was a wonderful evening. We did something a little bit extra this year in order to honor the 250th anniversary of the birth of America. As a little plug, the parade committee is always looking for volunteers, so if you're interested in joining us on this wonderful year-long adventure, we can certainly have you come out to a meeting, see what we do, and then if you want to join us, we'll provide you with an application to join the committee. Before we get started with the award ceremony, and I call up our chair, I'd like to introduce the members of the committee. If you are here and I call your name, please stand up to be recognized. We have Ed Temple, George Schnurr, Jody Rosado, Caitlin Regan, Ken Polchapek, Rebecca Ponder, Craig Billings, Christine Jensen, our secretary, Amanda McCobb, our vice chair, and Alice McCobb, our chair. We also have our longtime volunteers, Jennifer Budd, Abby Dunberg, Carol Moore, Andrew Rosado, Tabitha Rosado, Jamie Story, Landon Story, and Peyton Story. All these people come together on an annual basis to put together the most amazing parade that you've ever seen. This year was the 152nd parade. It's the 11th oldest parade in
The country, as far as my research.
Yeah, as far as our history goes, and we're very happy to keep that tradition alive. So with that, I'd like to call up Alice McCobb, our chair, to give away the awards that I did not look at prior to the meeting starting. So Alice, come on up.
Thank you. Thank you for everybody that participated in the parade, coming out and supporting us, and all of the fun things that go with it. This is my 38th, 39th year of chairing this parade, so I kind of know what I'm doing. If not, I'm sorry.
Still learning process.
I would like to thank DPW this year for all of the extra work that they did going into the parade and Memorial Day, setting up extra tents, setting up extra, bringing supplies to my house, bringing things back to my house after the parade, which is beyond their call of duty, kind of. You know, we had a problem, we called them, and they were right there to fix it all.
We would also be remiss if we didn't mention Sergeant Nicholas Iozzi, who is our liaison to the police department. He coordinates everything that goes on behind the scenes well in advance with the sheriff's departments, all the other towns in the area that support the parade with force as well. And he's amazing at what he does. And every year he's ready, prepared to go, and he does everything without even us needing to know.
And not that we have any control over it, but I apologize for all of the people in Freehold because of the early road closures because of today's society. We can't, the police department, parade committee can't do anything about the 7:30 closures. Because trust us, it just makes us getting up earlier and leaving to do things what we need to do before parade starts. This year, second place fire rescue goes to Howell Township Fire Company, aka Adelphia. You're very welcome. We good? Box.
They're a tag team duo. You should see how the meeting is happening.
First place fire rescue, Freehold Borough Fire Department. You're very welcome. Box. Trophy? Without looking.
Without looking at it.
For second place, Community Service Organization, Battleground District Boy Scouts. You're very welcome. You're welcome. Box.
Thank you.
Box.
Okay.
First place, Community Service Organization, goes to Philip A. Reynolds Detachment, Marine Corps League. Well, I guess they don't get it because nobody came to receive it.
And we'll give it to Ed Temple when we see him next. And the box.
In September?
Sure.
Somebody better come get it before September. Second place, Best Band, Pipes and Drums of the Atlantic Watch.
And the box.
And a box. First place, Band Award, Slowless Morrow. Sorry if I pronounced it wrong. Box. You're welcome.
And the box, guys.
Thank you.
Second place, Best Float, Charles S. Sona, Chapter 74, Disabled American Veterans. You're welcome.
have it.
Box. You're welcome. First place best float goes to the American Legion Post 54. Good job, Jim. You're welcome. Second place, Color Honor Guard Award goes to Colsneck High School Junior ROTC. You're welcome. Where's your grandmother, Gloria?
Little fisted.
I knew her well.
It's been a long time since I heard that. Thank you.
First place, Color Honor Guard, Marine Academy of Science and Technology, MAST.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Congratulations. Box. You're welcome. Second place, Best Overall Judge's Choice Youth Award. Freehold Borough Little League. I guess I get to keep this one too. First place, Best Overall Youth, Christian Brothers Academy, Pipes and Drums. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. Box. Next year, Best Overall Judge's Choice. We have a self-judging group that we have nothing to do with, so it's not me. Just let you know, I had nothing to do with this. Judge's Overall Choice, second place, Christian Brothers Academy. Who got the last one?
I got it. You got it.
Okay. I don't want to give it to the same person twice.
You get the box.
Best Overall Judge's Choice, first place, American Legion Post 54. Good job.
Carl first, then. Let's go back.
Box. There you go, Carl. Okay. Since 2013, we've started a volunteer trophy for whatever school between the 6 high schools, middle schools, brings us the most volunteers to work that day, win the trophy for the year. We geared it off of the Stanley Cup. I come and take it next April and engrave their name on it. This year's winning school with
131
out of,
191.
yeah, that's a good volunteer group, goes to Howell High School. No, I want the shirt. I want the shirt. And the volunteers that show up that morning get to claim that they helped win the trophy for their school for 2026. They also get 5 hours of community service.
But that's right.
That's for everybody, all 191 that volunteered that day. So if you've seen the parade and you see the people carrying a stick, they're all volunteers, and they get 5 hours of community service to carry that stick for the parade.
Thank you to the parade committee. Thank you to our chair. Time and effort that goes into this parade to get it up and running and to run smoothly is fantastic. We fielded a lot of calls that weekend asking, if it rained, what happens to the parade? And a common answer, and it still holds true, is it does not rain on Alice's parade. It has rained beforehand. It has rained exactly afterwards, but it doesn't rain on the parade. And this year was another example that it does not rain on the parade. Even if there were a couple drops in the sky beforehand, by the time the majority of the units stepped off, it was a wonderful day for a parade. So please come join us next year at the 153rd Memorial Day Parade, which will be held on Memorial Day. We look forward to seeing you all downtown on the parade sidelines, volunteering with us or participating as a group in the parade. Thank you all very much.
May I say one more thing, Adam, before you leave? Something that shouldn't be overlooked. While Alice is getting your butts up early to get in line and go to the places you have to go to, it's the Memorial Day event that we have prior to the parade. The ceremony down at the point, what the day is all about. Allison and Adam, great job in the event this year. It's a moving, it's a touching event. If you can make it, you should make it, and if you can, you should do it. Vince Scully, Mel Allen, Kurt Gowdy. Well, we have George Schnurr that we have that hosts it and belts out and wake up the echoes that day for us. And George, thank you very much for what you do for that day. And I can't overlook that.
Sorry, George.
I'd like to add off what Councilman DiBenedetto says. That service at the beginning of the morning really does represent so much of what Freehold is about. And part of that ceremony I most appreciate is, whether how hot it is or if it's raining, the hearing of the names of the soldiers who gave the ultimate sacrifice, the venerable names of our community and the families, and it's an honor to be there as part of that ceremony. And it's because of the work done by our wonderful volunteers, because of the service of our veterans. So thank you to the committee, and thank you to our veterans. Thank you all.
This is, without a doubt, one of our hardest working committees. I served on this committee 1 year, and by the end of the year, I could not believe it. They have already started for next year's parade. So this is not something that just happens overnight. This is something that they live and breathe, and it is amazing. And it's no wonder. It is the reason why it's one of the oldest, biggest, and certainly the best because of this committee. Thank you.
Any other council comments? I would just like to say, you've heard me say numerous times, volunteers are the backbone of this great community. And everything we do, all the events we do, you look behind the scenes and there's loaded with volunteers. And I just want to personally thank the committee for everything you do. But that trophy, I believe Hal's on a little bit of a run here, aren't they? How many years in a row?
Since 23.
Okay, so 4 years, 4 years, they're on a 4-year run. But to generate over 80% of the volunteers is a serious whooping to everybody else. But yeah, I'd just like to congratulate Howe High School. You know, and you talk about giving back to the community, an example they're setting, teaching the kids how to give back to something like this is tremendous. So again, thank you to all the volunteers.
I tried to guilt the Borough High School to say, you know, at that point, they only had 13 volunteers for their own town's parade. I think they only wound up with 18.
Yeah, I'm just saying, everybody has a lot of work to do. They're never catch out. But congratulations, thank you to everybody. Thanks, Alice. Thanks, Amanda. Thank you. Everyone is welcome to stay for the meeting, but you don't have to. Thank you all for coming out.
I have to explain to people that I'm a Syracuse fan first and a Knicks fan after this weekend.
Okay, continuing on with the agenda, item 5, workshop discussion. I don't believe we have anything for workshop tonight. Item 6 is the approval of minutes, council meeting May 18, 2026.
I'll make the motion.
Second?
Roll call, please.
Councilperson Benedetto?
Yes.
Freeman?
Yes.
Jordan?
Yes.
Reich?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Schuster?
Yes.
Okay, the council meeting minutes of the meeting for May 18, 2026 are approved. Item 7 is a second reading public hearing ordinance 2026/12, adopting and amended the redevelopment plan entitled 500 Park Avenue redevelopment plan for block 110, lots 7.01, 8, and 8.01 pursuant to the local redevelopment housing law, NJSA 48:12A1 et sec. This is the second reading of public hearing. I'd like to open up to the public. Anyone from public care to make comment or address this ordinance, please step forward, state your name and address for the record.
Seeing no public comments, I move we close the public session.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, the public portion is closed. We have a resolution adopting ordinance 2026/12 and authorization of publication.
I'd like to move that. Thank you.
Second.
Any discussion?
I just would like to point out again what was read. This is according to the law.
Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilperson Benedetto?
Yes.
Freeman?
Yes.
Jordan?
Yes.
Reich?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Schuster?
Yes.
Okay, ordinance 2026/12 is adopted. Item 8 is a resolution amending the 2026 capital budget.
I'll move that.
I'll second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilperson Benedetto?
Yes.
Freeman?
Yes.
Jordan?
Yes.
Reich?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Schuster?
Yes.
Okay, that resolution is adopted. Item 9 is the first reading and introduction, bond ordinance 2026/13, providing for various capital improvements and the acquisition of various capital equipment, appropriating $3,824,303 Therefore, and authorizing the issuance of $1,980,123 bonds and notes to finance a portion of the cost thereof. Authorized in and by the Borough of Freehold and the County of Monmouth, New Jersey. Someone like to move that?
I'll move that.
I'll second.
Any discussion?
Yeah, I just want to say, this is not, this is, with the approval of the budget, we're now taking the steps to, augment the grants that we receive so that we can do the projects that are on our books to do. So this is not new money that's going out, this is money that's already been approved as part of the budget.
Any further discussion?
Yes, please. And this was multiple different projects that are going on between roadway improvements, park improvements, additional equipment for our fire department. This will cover a lot of various projects that are on the books that will help us push these forward and get them to fruition and seeing actual work being done at these locations.
Any other discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilperson Benedetto?
Yes.
Friedman?
Yes.
Jordan?
Yes.
Reich?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Schuster?
Yes.
Bond ordinance 2026/13 is introduced. Item 10 is the first reading and introduction of bond ordinance 2026/14, providing for water and sewer utility improvements and the acquisition of equipment for the water and sewer utility, appropriating $28,000, therefore, and authorizing the issuance of $28,000 bonds and notes to finance a portion of the cost thereof, authorized in and by the Borough of Freehold and the County of Monmouth, New Jersey.
I'll move that.
Second.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilperson Benedetto?
Yes.
Friedman?
Yes.
Jordan?
Yes.
Reich?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Schuster?
Yes.
Okay, bond ordinance 2026/14 is introduced. Item 11 is the first reading and introduction of bond ordinance 2026/15, providing for parking improvements and the acquisition of a vehicle appropriated $727,000, therefore, and authorizing the issuance of $727,000 bonds and notes to finance a portion of the costs thereof, authorized in and by the Borough of Freehold and the County of Monmouth, New Jersey.
I'll move that.
I'll second.
Discussion?
Yeah, just again, this is, been a while coming, but this, the majority of this money is to, resurface the, Market Yard, thank you, parking lot. So this is something we've been waiting a while for, and we have the money to do that now, so.
I mean, if I'm correct, someone can answer if I'm wrong, and this money has been essentially generated from the parking revenue fees, as was intended by the paid parking program to improve parking for the downtown.
That's my understanding.
Yes. Any further discussion?
Well, I did question why we needed a new vehicle, and it is, I was satisfied with the explanation that I was given. This is to replace a used vehicle that is kind of obsolete now, and this new vehicle will, among other things, it can act as a plow. It can be a plow as well. So this is going to be money well spent. When I read it, I didn't think so, and I asked for an explanation and got it, and that's what it is.
Any other discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilperson Benedetto?
Yes.
Friedman?
Yes.
Jordan? Yes. Reich?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Schuster?
Yes.
Okay, bond ordinance 2026/15 is introduced. The next four ordinance introductions are similar, related to our RCA Regional Contribution Agreement Program. I'm going to ask our CFO, Christopher Clinton, if he would just introduce these a little bit before we go through each one. Just tell a little bit about what they are.
Thank you, Mayor. So we run this RCA program where other towns will allocate their affordable housing to us and give us funds to then process these requests. In that time frame, we had interest that was building on those accounts that has not been allocated to these projects. By doing this authorization, it's allowing us to use the interest that's built up over many years, some of them older than 20 years old. So it's a pretty large sum going into these projects. So this will allow us to finish off any programs that are finishing up and
Chris.
Can I ask a question? What was being done with these funds 5, 10 years ago?
To be honest, they were just sitting in the account. So because we had the funds that were already authorized and still able to be spent down on, we didn't have any reason that was to reappropriate them and authorize them to be spent down on. Specifically, Freehold 2, which for this reading is, let me find it,
13?
17.
Okay.
We are spent down on what was originally authorized, but there is a large sum from the interest that's been built up. So this allows us to then finish out the project as needed without draining from any taxpayers.
And this is not taking on more affordable housing obligations?
This is just obligations that have
done
already
years
been-
ago.
Yep, this is everything
I
that's
asked the
already been agreed
residents to be
upon,
clear.
nothing new.
We're not taking on-
This is just authorizing us to use funds that's been built up.
And RCA stands for, like, what exactly is the program, so people understand?
Regional contribution
contract.
agreement.
Yes.
Back in the day, yeah,
Years
towns
ago.
didn't
Yeah.
have to build affordable housing. They could take their allocation and give it to another town and get credit for their affordable housing. Since then, the state has changed the law and now force each municipality to build affordable housing.
But this is not, I'm sorry,
Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
this is not to build
Right.
more affordable housing.
Correct.
This is to provide assistance to residents who live in affordable housing, to provide assistance to them to make improvements to their homes that will upgrade the value for everybody. And all they do is live in that home for 10 years after the improvements, and then they are forgiven the amount of the loan. That's this money. Correct?
Yes. Okay?
Thank you.
All right, so the next four are all gonna be, related to the RCA program. So item 12 is first reading and introduction ordinance 2026/16, amending and supplementing an ordinance pursuant to the provisions of an approved regional contribution agreement with the Township of Freehold, RCA 1.
I'll move that.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilperson De Benedetto?
Yes.
Freeman?
Yes.
Jordan? Yes.
Yes.
Reich? Rogers?
Yes.
Schuster?
Yes.
Okay, ordinance 2026/16 is introduced. Item 13 is first reading and introduction ordinance 2026/17, amending and supplementing an ordinance pursuant to the provisions of an approved regional contribution agreement with the Township of Freehold, RCA 2.
I'll move that.
I'll second.
Discussion, roll call, please.
Councilperson De Benedetto?
Yes.
Freeman?
Yes.
Jordan? Yes.
Yes.
Reich? Rogers?
Yes.
Schuster?
Yes.
Okay, ordinance 2026/17 is introduced. Item 14, first reading and introduction ordinance 2026/18, amending and supplement an ordinance appropriating $31,000 which will be paid by the Township of Marlborough pursuant to the provisions of an approved regional contribution agreement developed in accordance with the provisions of NJSA 52:27D-3 et sec. For the creation, development, and implementation of a housing rehabilitation program within the Borough of Freehold.
I'll move that.
I'll second.
Discussion? Yeah, real quick, this is exactly what Sharon was talking about. This is how we used to take money from other towns, put it in here, and people were able to make improvements to their home and pay it over a 10-year period. If they stayed there, then they didn't have to pay the loan back, so,
Which benefits the whole town.
yeah. Any other discussion?
And just that this is still available to residents in the borough, that they, if they qualify, they can reach out to the borough and get the specifics on it.
I just want to say I'm really happy that this is being taken care of and being made available.
Any other discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilperson De Benedetto?
Yes.
Freeman?
Yes.
Jordan? Yes. Reich?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Schuster?
Yes.
Okay, ordinance 2026/18 is introduced. Item 15 is the first reading and introduction ordinance 2026/19, amending and supplementing an ordinance appropriating $605,000, which shall be paid by the Township of Howe pursuant to the provisions of an approved regional contribution agreement for the creation, development, and implementation of a housing rehabilitation program within the Borough of Freehold.
I'll move that.
Second,
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilperson Benedetto?
Yes.
Freeman?
Yes.
Jordan?
yes.
Reich?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Schuster?
Yes.
Okay, ordinance 2026/19 is introduced. Item 16 is first reading and introduction, ordinance 2026/20, amending and supplementing Title 12, Streets, Sidewalks, and Public Places by amending Chapter 12.16.04, Street Openings.
I'll move that, please.
I'll second.
Discussion.
This is just, we're just amending the audience, so if we have a utility company comes in and starts ripping up our roadways or our sidewalks, that they're gonna be responsible for making sure all the repairs are made.
Curb to curb.
Right, it's gonna be no
None of
longer
this
of this little
longer.
line.
Yeah, not this
Correct.
patchwork.
Any other discussion?
Which, by the way, we did fight one of those and won on
Scarsco.
Center Street.
Yep,
Yeah, but now if it's in the ordinance, apparently, they've got no choice, that's what must
Right,
they do.
exactly, but I mean, we have
No
fought it
negotiating.
in the past and won.
Yeah, you're finding most municipalities are changing this because the utility companies were able to come in and say it was an emergency, go do a repair, and the road work repair after they were completed was pretty bad. What this does, this says anything over a minimum amount, I believe it's 3x3 piece, anything over a 3x3 piece has to be extended for a certain distance, curb to curb. So there's no more of this stuff, these little patches all over the place. And it makes them think whether or not it's a real emergency or not. I've seen it in a couple other, Alan and back up. I've seen in this in a lot of other towns, and it's a pretty good deterrent. So,
Especially when we have recently paved the street and there's a 5-year moratorium on opening the street, and all of a sudden next week we get an emergency request to open the street.
correct. Roll call, please.
Councilperson Benedetto?
Yes.
Freeman?
Yes.
Jordan?
yes.
Reich?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Schuster?
Yes.
Okay, ordinance 2026/20 is introduced. Item 17 is public hearing. This is for the application of the Monmouth County Municipal Park Improvement Grant for the Wilson Park Mini Pitch Project, and part of the grant process is to have a public hearing on this. So if anyone from the public would care to comment on the soccer mini pitches that we're going to be building at Wilson Park, please step forward, state your name and address for the record.
Seeing no comment from the public, I move the public portion be closed.
Second,
Okay, there's no vote on that, it was just a public hearing part.
Mr. Mayor.
because-
Can I make a comment?
Sure.
We've been talking about this project for a while, and we received grant money in order to fund this project. We've found a space of land on Wilson Field, which is just along the roadside, to put in 2 mini pitches. It's going to require a little bit of regrading, a little bit of site work to get it done. But the nice thing about this is that this allows us to provide 2 public soccer fields. They're not full-size soccer fields for purposes of space planning, but they are mini pitches. Typically speaking, a full-size soccer field runs anywhere from 105 feet to 240 feet on the short side, all the way up to 165 to 360 feet on the long side. It can be really big depending upon the age group that's playing on the soccer fields. On mini pitches, you're typically looking at 42 by 65 or 60 by 90. And so we can get about at least 2 of these mini pitches in an area that we could normally fit 1 big soccer field. Is there hope that later in the future we can expand to create larger areas for bigger soccer fields? Absolutely. But there's a desire to have soccer fields or places that kids can play soccer in the borough, and this is a start. This is a place to allow us to create teams and to create a league and put together a program so that kids can play soccer along with all the other sports, basketball, baseball, football, everything else. So I really applaud this project, and I'm looking forward to seeing it get off the ground.
So it'll be 3v3 or 5v5 for the players. It's not going to be a full field. It'll be that kind of stuff. And we can have, there's tournaments. So this is we're kind of moving Wilson Field into a sports complex as opposed to just a Little League field.
And I heard Mike Wilson's gonna be one of the sideline refs.
I'm sorry, we have,
So I have a visual for everyone, just to follow up from what the council people just said.
I'm waiting with my stand.
This is Al Berger from CME.
We're CME, actually, we
the new
just
name.
changed our name to Artheon, so
Artheon.
if anybody knows Artheon, we are the borough engineers. So the first piece of this, here's a visual of the existing park. Got a couple of fields, parking lot, playground. This is the location that we're gonna put the fields, or that we're proposing to put the mini pitches. So over here is a concept of what the park will look like when all is said and done. So we have the field still, we're not disturbing any of the existing amenities. We're just gonna utilize this open space right here for the pitches. So like Councilwoman said, basically this is for smaller activities with 3 to 5 people per side. Courts are a little bit smaller, actually much smaller, and basically here it is. This is what it's going to look like at the end once all said and done. So anybody else have any comments or questions? Yeah.
I have a question. Will they be fenced in, or will there at least be a fence separating the two fields?
Yes, there will. Yes. Anybody else?
Yeah, you can kind of relate it to a hockey rink.
Yep.
You know, it's similar to like a hockey rink. Designed for skill level, you know, to increase skill, you know, working off small-sided situations, whether 3v3 or 4 or 5, whatever. But it really works on a skill level. With the World Cup going on right now, soccer is going to a new level. You know, by the end of July, you're going to see it take it to a whole nother level, and this is going to create an opportunity for us to expand on that.
Yeah, and we're really just utilizing the open space within this park for additional amenities that could be enjoyed by the public.
Actually, are they natural grass or turf?
So they're actually going to be concrete. Mini pitches can be a variety of materials, turf, natural grass, other harder surfaces, and these ones we're proposing concrete.
Any other questions?
Thank you for the.
You want him to come up and just put the question, excuse me, Dan, can you, Dan, can you just come up and put your 2 questions on the record, because they didn't make it to the microphone?
Sure. The minutes have to be submitted with the application, so I have to do
Oh,
this.
okay. Al, maybe can you slide that over here a little
yeah.
bit too? Thanks.
So just
Oh,
name,
for all of you to
address,
see?
and-
Yeah, just for the camera.
Oh, for the camera.
You're good.
Dan Xavier, 52 Brinkerhoff. My first question was, are there going to be some sort of fencing around it, separate at least for the fields, so there's no through balls that go between?
Yeah, so if you see, actually, it's not so evident on here, but we have the fence along here, on the other side, and down the middle.
Down the middle,
separating
yeah.
the courts.
And then my second question was, are they going to be grass fields or turf fields?
Right, so they're actually gonna be concrete.
That's it. Thanks.
Any other questions or comments regarding the mini pitches? All right. Thanks, Al.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Appreciate it.
everyone.
Thank you.
Seeing no comment,
Yeah, no, it was just a public hearing, yeah. Yeah, we can close.
seeing no further comment from the public, I move the public portion be closed.
second,
Roll call, please.
Councilperson Benedetto?
Yes.
Friedman?
Yes.
Jordan?
yes.
Reich?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Schuster?
Yes.
Okay, the public hearing on the soccer mini pitches is closed. Item 18 is public hearing 2025-26 budget and assessment role of the Special Improvement District. Again, this is a public hearing. If anyone from the public
Mr.
care.
Mayor, As I'm part of the management team of this nonprofit organization, I'm gonna step down from the dais with a 3-5-1.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anyone from the public care to address the 2026 special budget and assessment role of the Special Improvement District? Please step forward, state your name and address for the record.
Mr. Mayor, we have Gene Holtz here who can present an overview of the budget.
Okay, great, thank you.
Good evening. My name is Jean Holtz, 107 Broad Street. I am a trustee of Downtown Freehold and former president, and I'd like to recognize a number of our other trustees who are here tonight in support of our budget for fiscal year 27. Oh, amazing. For more than 250 years, Downtown Freehold has been the heart of activity and community life in western Monmouth County. Today it remains a place where residents, families, businesses, and visitors come together to shop, dine, celebrate, and connect. Downtown Freehold is committed to working and collaborating with members, local businesses, organizations, and public partners to support a vibrant downtown, excuse me, and bring ideas to life. Downtown Freehold is comprised of dedicated professionals, both staff, board, and volunteers who pledge their efforts, ideas, and time to sustaining a proactive organization that addresses concerns and challenges as they may arise, and to create a thriving and safe downtown for all to enjoy all year long. I'd like to recognize Jeff Friedman as our executive director and Duran Palmeier as our incredible event organizer. The Downtown Freehold Special Improvement District, the SID, manages a budget focused on supporting and strengthening the local business community through marketing, events, maintenance, and beautification efforts. As you know, the majority of our funding comes from a special assessment on the properties in the SID. Expenses include downtown marketing, event planning and production, staffing, holiday decorations, landscaping in parks and alleys, and streetscape improvements. Last year, Downtown Freehold hosted more than 180 events, both independently and with community partners. While property assessments remain the primary source of funding, Downtown Freehold has been especially successful over the past decade in generating additional revenue through sponsorships and events. In fact, more than 30% of our revenue comes from these sources, an achievement that sets Downtown Freehold apart from many other special improvement districts around New Jersey. The 2026-27 annual budget of $615,000, along with meeting schedules, is available on the Downtown Freehold website, or will be after it is approved. And I'm happy to answer any questions.
Any questions from council?
No?
No, thank you. Anyone else in the public care to address the,
My name is George Schnurr. I live at 307 Park Avenue. I would like to point out that residential taxpayers like myself do not pay for any of the Special Improvement District's events, programs, or employees. Freehold Borough does have a shared service agreement with the Special Improvement District. Taxpayers pay the streets and roads employees for the work done to take care of the flowers downtown and a few other things. Freehold Borough deducts, according to the record, Freehold Borough deducts $37,000 a year to cover those services, which seems like a pretty good deal for us residential taxpayers. To the events, the flowers, the landscaping, the holiday lighting, other streetscape enhancements, and so much more is all fully funded through the member businesses, the property owners downtown, and sponsors of Freehold, Downtown Freehold. I also like to mention that Somerville, New Jersey has a downtown. They have a special improvement district. Their budget is well over $1 million, and ours is much better than theirs. So when Gene Holtz says that they raise a lot of funds, that's the reason why. I mean, if they didn't do that, the budget would be something similar to Somerville. Residential taxpayers, again, don't pay for any of the SID district's events, programs, or employees. I know this for a fact, as I was on the Freehold Borough Finance Committee as a member of the governing body for 17 years. And any claims that I've seen online to the contrary is false and I think politically motivated. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else from the public care to address the budget assessment role?
Good evening, Ricky Gorks, 24 Morris Street. Just a couple quick questions. The district budget to be raised by taxation is $435,000. I'm curious on the budget summary why barter transactions have $37,500 as bartering when you're actually raising $435,000 in cash. Barter would indicate that there's no money involved.
I'm happy to answer that. The $37,500 is withheld to accommodate expenses for streets and roads to do some of the items that Mr. Schnurr just.
Okay, so that really isn't bartering. That's an actual cash receipt and an expense.
Okay, thank
That
you.
should be located down below.
Yeah, this is just,
not under
this is the
bartering.
way our
I'm just pointing out that it's not bartering, it's an actual expense.
okay, thank you.
So that should be corrected going forward. Now, I'm curious on why your barter revenue doesn't equal your barter expenses. Barter would indicate no money's involved. If there's a difference, there's gotta be some money involved.
I'm sorry, which one were you talking about?
Your revenues for bartering equals $76,750, however, your expenses only equal $72,750.
I think perhaps that might be a typo, and we'll have to have that fixed. I don't have my calculator handy.
Oh, okay, so what's online is incorrect. Is that what you're saying?
I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to get my calculator and check with our bookkeeper.
All right, thank you. And then the only other question I had is, which line item in the expense side do we see where the downtown pays back to the borough the overtime costs for the police and the DPW workers?
You will not find that on there.
There's no line item to reimburse the town, so the town then is definitely subsidizing downtown.
Yes, actually, and the police also provide coverage for Juneteenth. We are certainly not unique as an organization.
Not the question.
Juneteenth, spectacular, the
As
Memorial Day
Councilman
Parade, the
Schneider
Latino,
indicated,
excuse me, I'm
as
speaking.
Councilman, I asked the
Excuse me,
question.
and I'm
Excuse
answering
me.
your question.
As Councilman Schneider indicated, you take care of everything on your own. You don't. The town pays for that. That's a taxpayer dollar.
Okay,
All right, I'm just pointing that out. Thank you.
thank you.
And Jeannie, would you want to
Yes,
finish
I'm
that
sorry.
answer? Can you
Yeah,
finish that
so
answer?
They're on the list. Juneteenth, spectacular, Memorial Day, Latino Festival, Little League Parade, Old Freehold Day, and all of our high school parades.
Thank you.
We are very grateful for the help of the police.
And
None of our
in
events.
fact, it couldn't happen without them because there are certain rules that they have to follow to make sure everyone is safe. correct?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
times are different. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else from the public?
Good evening, my name is Paul Nebb. I own the property at 36 West Main Street in the Freehold Borough, a commercial office building. I'm also a member of the Downtown Freehold Board. I am really appreciative and impressed by the events that Downtown Freehold continues to put on, so much as that I contribute. I'm one of those people who donate money above and beyond what comes as regular SID money from my taxes. You come down here for the the Porch Fest, and I've told them before, I feel like I'm in Nashville. It's awesome. It's a wonderful event. Same thing with the Thursday evening concerts. I know there's some question as to how police or DPW help and how we cooperate with each other. We couldn't do it without them. They couldn't do it without us. It's an awesome partnership. And to the extent that there's any questions as to other taxpayer money coming in to help us, I think there should be, and there should be more. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Paul.
Anyone else from the public?
Hi, my name is Dr. Alexander Gripsov. I'm an owner of iTechnology LLC, operating at 45 Court Street. I'm a business owner. I was asked to help design the upgraded version of downtownfreehold.com website, and my services are expensive. You know, they could not afford my services, so I did it as a volunteer, and that allowed an exposure for me to see and interact with Jeff Friedman, the executive director, and Joanne, the marketing director, for the course of over the last year and a half. And I just want to say that I'm amazed. I have never seen people work so hard and give everything that they have, you know, their hearts, their minds to this town through this organization. I will back up Mr. Nebb in saying that this budget should be increased dramatically. They need more money to allow them to continue to do what they're doing so well. So I just wanted to say that for the record.
Thank you.
Thank you for your volunteer work.
Anyone else from the public?
Well, I'm the public, so I mean, I live in the town, so.
State your name and address for the record, please.
Yeah, the name and address, Sharon Schutzer, 76 West George Street, Freehold, New Jersey, and very proud of it, and very, very thankful for these people who work so hard to give us such an amazing and strong downtown. Because without a strong downtown, you don't have a strong town. You can see that by the way that there are folks who come in to use our downtown all the time. So I just want to say that I recognize the beauty and the vibrance of our downtown. I appreciate it, I love it, I use it, I participate in it, and I've never seen a home advertised for sale in Freehold Borough that doesn't say something about being within walking distance of the beautiful downtown Freehold. So, as a member of the public, and I agree as a council person, I agree with myself, I am amazed at what you do. I am thankful for what you do, and I just wanted to say that because there's always something happening in downtown Freehold. So thank you.
Any other comment?
Bob Gary, 1 Oak Street. I donate to the town, so if the difference is, what is the difference that you're saying on the price that they're falling short on?
Rob, adjust me.
Oh, on the police?
37,000.
37,000? My question is, if I can donate more, I will, because I love the town, I love what you guys do here. I love what Drew and Jeff does. But I'm confused on the tax, as I live here as well. So I don't have problems paying for taxes for having all these things. I think that we should be paying for, not just on donations and what have you, but if we want our town to be vibrant and to be, the way it is, why does it fall short on donations? Why isn't the town tax-wise? Why are we always worried about what we're paying cops to patrol when you're having this big thing where all these people are coming and spending money in town? So maybe I'm not understanding why, $37,000 just to throw all these different things. What did you say? It was 180
was it 180 events this year? Don't cops usually get involved with that kind of stuff? Don't we pay our taxes for that reason? So, I mean, just do the numbers.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyone else from the public?
Oh,
I have a question, I don't know if I'm in the list. I have a question about bushes next to 360.
That'll be at the end.
That's at the end? Okay.
Yeah. This is regarding the special improvement district in
Oh,
downtown.
sorry, okay.
You can stay in here, though.
Stay,
You
yeah.
can stay.
I'm in the art class.
Oh.
Anyone else from the public?
Seeing no further comment, oh.
Too late.
No.
No.
Real quick,
Come on
real
up.
quick. First hello. Vincent Minervino, 21 Murray Street, Freehold. Just wanted to echo what Councilwoman Schutzer said. It's the reason that my wife Magdalena and I moved to Freehold Borough in 2013 was to be walkable to the downtown, and it's only gotten better since we've been here. Now we're business owners in downtown, and downtown Freehold has welcomed us with open arms. We are bringing lots of young folks to Freehold to come to our shop, and they always comment about how lovely it is to walk around downtown. They come for the concerts. They admire the decorations, and it's just wonderful to be here, and don't have any other comments besides that, but appreciate everything. Oh, sorry, I run Borough Records, the record store with my wife on Throckmorton Street, so yeah, thank you, sorry. But yeah, wonderful to be part of downtown, and thanks for everything you do. Appreciate it. Yeah.
Thank you. Anyone else from the public?
I'm also a public, right? I'm also a public member of the board. But I did want to also thank Councilwoman Annette Jordan and Steve Gallo, who represents the mayor on the committee, who keep us well informed, and of course, the chief. We couldn't do any of it without your input, and we collaborate with the municipality. We hear you, you hear us, and I don't think we would have gotten as far as we have the last 10 years if it weren't for your participation. Thank you.
Would it be appropriate at this point to ask the trustees from downtown Freehold to stand, please? So we can see you.
Yes, I guess that'd be appropriate. Any other?
God knows we don't want to do anything that's not appropriate.
Any other public comment? Before we close, I just want to thank everybody involved with Downtown Freehold. I mean, as we all know, Downtown Freehold is the economic engine that drives historic Freehold Borough. And you compare to other towns, I mean, what we have going on here is something special. You know, like Vincent just said, you know, they moved here and then brought their business here, and there's a lot happening here. So thank you all. Seeing no further public comment, I'd like to entertain a motion to close the public portion.
So moved.
Second?
Roll call, please.
Councilperson Benedetto?
Yes.
Jordan?
Yes.
Reich?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Schutzer?
Yes.
Okay, the public hearing portion is closed. Item 19 is a resolution adopting the 2026/27 budget of the Special Improvement District.
I would like to move that.
I'll second,
Any discussion?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, before we do that, can I seek advisement from council, being a taxpayer and a resident and a business owner and landowner in downtown City? So am I okay to vote?
Yes, you can vote on this.
Thank you. I just wanted for the record and the public to know it's okay.
Okay, any further comment, discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilperson Benedetto?
Yes.
Jordan?
Yes.
Reich?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Schutzer?
Yes.
Okay, a resolution adopting 2026-2027 budget of the Special Improvement District is approved. Item 20 is a resolution confirming the assessment role of the Special Improvement District.
I'd like to move that.
I'll second that, please.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilperson Benedetto?
Yes.
Jordan?
Yes.
Reich?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Schutzer?
Yes.
The resolution confirming the assessment role of the Special Improvement District is approved. Item 21 is a proclamation of the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Freehold recognizing June 26th as Pride Month in the Borough of Freehold. I'd like to ask Councilmember Rice if you please read this into the record for us.
I'd be honored to, Mr. Mayor. Borough of Freehold proclamation of the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Freehold, County of Monmouth, State of New Jersey, recognizing June 2026 as Pride Month in the Borough of Freehold. Whereas the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Freehold recognizes and proclaims the month of June 2026 as lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, intersex allies, and others, also known as LGBTQIA+, Pride Month throughout the Borough of Freehold. And whereas the Borough of Freehold joins the County of Monmouth to observe Pride Month with the Pride Flag raising ceremony to honor the history of the LGBTQIA+ liberation movement and to support the rights of all citizens to experience equality and freedom from discrimination. And whereas the rainbow flag is widely recognized as a symbol of pride, inclusion, and support for social movements that advocate for LGBTQIA+ people in society. And whereas all human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights, LGBTQIA+ individuals have had an immeasurable impact to the cultural, civic, and economic successes of our country. And whereas the Borough of Freehold is committed to supporting visibility, dignity, and equality for LGBTQIA+ people in our diverse community. And whereas while society at large increasingly supports LGBTQIA+ equality, it is essential to acknowledge the need for education and awareness. Need for education and awareness remains vital to end discrimination and prejudice. And whereas this nation was founded on the principle that every individual has infinite dignity and worth, and the Borough of Freehold calls upon the people of this municipality to embrace this principle and work to eliminate prejudice everywhere it exists. And whereas celebrating Pride Month influences awareness and promotes support and advocacy for Monmouth County's LGBTQIA+ community, and is an opportunity to take action and engage in dialogue to strengthen alliances, build acceptance, and advance equal rights. Now therefore be it resolved that the Borough of Freehold hereby proclaims the month of June 2026 as Pride Month in support of the LGBTQIA+ community. Be it further resolved that the rainbow flag be raised on June 1st, 2026, recognizing all LGBTQIA+ residents whose influential and lasting contributions to our neighborhoods make the Borough of Freehold a warm and hospitable place for all to live. Signed, Kevin A. Kane, Mayor, June 1st, 2026. And this proclamation was read in front of the Pride flag raising that was held outside Borough Hall on June 1st. And it was a wonderful event, and I look forward to it every single year. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Item 22 is a proclamation of the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Freehold declaring June 19th, 2026 as Juneteenth in the Borough of Freehold. I ask Councilmember Rogers if you please read this into the record for us.
Absolutely. Borough of Freehold proclamation of the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Freehold declaring June 19th, 2026 as Juneteenth in the Borough of Freehold. Whereas Juneteenth is celebrated on June 19th, the term Juneteenth is a portmanteau of June and 19th, and whereas Juneteenth, also known as Jubilee Day and Emancipation Day, commemorates the day in 1865, more than 2 years after President Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation, Whereas Juneteenth, also known as Jubilee Day and Emancipation Day, commemorates the day in 1865, more than 2 years after President Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation. Enslaved Americans in Galveston, Texas, finally received word that they were free from bondage. And whereas Juneteenth is the oldest known celebration commemorating the end of slavery in the United States and has been an African American tradition since the late 19th century. And whereas the era of the modern Juneteenth movement began in 1994, when a group of Juneteenth leaders gathered in New Orleans at Christian Unity Baptist Church to work for greater national recognition of Juneteenth. And whereas in June 2021, the United States Congress approved a bipartisan bill to approve Juneteenth as a federal holiday. with a unanimous vote in the U.S. Senate and a nearly unanimous vote in the U.S. House of Representatives. And the bill was signed into law by President Biden on June 17, 2021. And whereas Juneteenth celebrations have been held to honor African American freedom while encouraging self-development, it's also a time for reflection and rejoicing. And whereas this nation was founded on the principle that every individual has infinite dignity and worth, and the Borough of Freehold calls upon the people of this municipality to embrace this principle and work to eliminate prejudice everywhere it exists. And whereas the Freehold Borough community has a rich history in recognizing the end of slavery and the triumphs, culture, and achievements of African Americans locally and across the United States and throughout the world. Now therefore be it proclaimed that I, Mayor Kevin Kane, and the Freehold Borough Council do hereby declare June 19, 2026, Juneteenth in the Borough of Freehold, and urge the community to commemorate the ending of slavery in the United States. And it's signed Kevin Kane, Mayor, on June 15, 2026. And I just want to add that this Thursday, June 18th at 5:15, we will be raising our Juneteenth flag. So we'd love to see you join us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, item 23 is our consent agenda. Just a note that matters listed on the items of consent agenda required to conduct the day-to-day operation of the borough and will be enacted by one motion in the form listed below. There'll be no separate discussion of these items. If discussion is desired of any items, that item will be considered separately. Would someone like to move consent agenda items CR1 through CR15?
I'll offer that.
Is there an CR2, is 2026
What'd you say?
recipients?
The GAC Award 20, ready?
It's 2035.
The year prior.
I don't know. I thought I caught you, Tracy. I'll second.
Any discussion?
Yeah.
Okay.
We had a lovely McGacken Award Services banquet where Keith Lewis, Wendell Everett, and Foodstock were recognized and thanked for their contributions. It was the largest. We had 207 tickets sold. It was a wonderful night. And Mike DiBenedetto and I, this past Thursday night, awarded the Freehold High School Hall of Famers being inducted into the Hall of Fame. We awarded them we presented them their resolutions, and that also honored Shannon Mayrose, Alexander Eagle, Michael Staley, Emily Wold, and Emily O'Neill. And when we read the things that they had done in sports and otherwise, it was just amazing for Freehold High School. So congratulations to all of these folks.
It was sort of like ladies' night out.
Yeah.
lot of female student athletes.
That's the first time that's happened. It's been mostly female.
Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilperson DiBenedetto?
Yes.
Friedman?
Yes.
Jordan?
Yes.
Reich?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Schutzer?
Yes.
Okay, consent agenda items CR1 through CR15 are adopted. That's the end of our consent agenda. Item 24 is the approval of bills.
I make a motion that we pay our bills.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilperson DiBenedetto?
Yes.
Friedman?
Yes.
Jordan?
Yes.
Reich?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Schutzer?
Yes.
Okay, our bill list for this evening's meeting is approved. Item 25 is a redevelopment presentation. MOQA Brew Company requesting change of use. 28 East Main Street, Block 62, Lot 9.01. I'd like to ask our attorney, Mr. Cosgrove, if you would just speed this one up for us, please.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. This is an application for a change of use where there's going to be a presentation before the Mayor and Council acting as redevelopment entity. The applicants Mocha Brew, which is taking a space that was previously the House of Glam. Borough planner of Beacon Planning Consulting has prepared a comprehensive report and is here tonight to answer any questions. And with that, I'd like to invite the applicant to come up and make a presentation as to the change of use.
Thank you, Mr. Cosgrove. Good evening, Mr. Mayor, council members. My name is Justin Colta. I'm an attorney at the Sabre Law Firm representing Mocha Brew, tonight's applicant. We certainly heard a lot about community and the downtown and how important it is, and we're very excited to present tonight's application, seeking your approval as redevelopment authority and become a member of that downtown area. As Mr. Cosgrove mentioned, it's for 28 East Main Street. We're proposing to occupy the easternmost ground floor commercial space. It's a little over 1,100 square feet gross. It's within the FCCR and the B2 districts. I will introduce Mr. Wasim Abdo shortly, who will provide some testimony about proposed business operations, why he chose Freehold. This is his second location, so he's looking forward to expand. Just want to make a few introductory remarks about Mr. Abdo's testimony. He will confirm the parking will be both parking and loading will be compliant and less intense than the other resolutions that were adopted approving other businesses at this location, and that the signage, we're just utilizing the existing canopy. So any of the encroachments or projections that were identified in the planner's memo should be compliant. We understand we still have to go through the historic sign committee, so we'd be happy to make that presentation separately. If there's no housekeeping questions or anything from me as the attorney, I'd be happy to call up Mr. Abdo.
Any questions for the attorney? No. Okay. Okay, Wasim, coming up. Why don't you give your name, and since you're giving testimony, you're going to be sworn in.
Hi, my name is Wasim.
Just raise your right hand, sir. Do you swear or affirm that your testimony this evening will be truthful? Yes. Swear. Thank you.
Okay.
So, yeah, my name is Wasim. So I want to open my second location here in Freehold, which is our concept. Concept is coffee and chocolate. Something I think is going to be good in the beautiful downtown that you mentioned. And yeah, that's my use.
I apologize for mispronouncing your company name.
Mocha.
Mocha, instead of the M-O-Q-A. Mocha.
Mocha is a chocolate.
Everybody get that? Mocha.
Yeah, mocha, and coffee and chocolate.
Nice.
Can we hear from our engineer?
I mean, just before we get into that, I know the concept. I looked into what you're doing up in Morristown. It's a great concept. I'm excited. I hope we can. I hope it works. I hope it works, and we will, hope we can make this happen.
Yeah. Before I have leased the space, I sit here and I was asking people what they think about it, which is a lot of them, they go to the restaurants and they don't really find a place where go have their sweets after they finish with those restaurants. So they were so excited for that.
It was funny, even the cafe, I asked the owners of Cafe 360 what they thought with the signs in the window. And they're like, it's a totally different thing.
Yes.
And it's going to complement. So, and that is, so.
Yeah, I have done it in Morristown. There was a lot of cafe next to me, which is, we helped each other. And it was helpful for everyone in there.
Perfect.
So is it just coffee and chocolate, or will there be
our concepts is coffee, chocolate, and matcha, the Asian trendy stuff that obey those trendy items from different countries.
Will you be doing any food or anything, or just the
not
drinks?
really. We have pastries like the Dubai chocolate, croissants, the Dubai chocolate, strawberries, and those kind of things.
Okay.
So it's as I walked around in here, there's nothing.
And they need one fewer parking spot.
Yes.
Yeah,
than was previous.
So I was going to ask if
let's hear the report first.
Yeah,
let's hear the
Let's hear
report
the good,
first.
bad, and hopefully not too much ugly.
Yeah.
It's actually what happened previously with the House of Glam.
So there is a number of parking that runs with this, this space. So it was originally, I believe they originally needed, give me 1 second. So the original approval, they were granted, they required 9 parking spaces. They had 1 parking space on site, and they were granted a variance for 8 parking spaces, with the understanding that they would be using the market yard. In this instance, due to the seats that they are proposing and the number of employees, which is 3 employees per shift, correct?
Yeah, 3 employees, 2 employees plus me.
Perfect. That actually only generates a requirement for 8 parking spaces. So there is no parking variance because it was already granted and it runs with the land.
Is that lost or that continues to run with the land?
What?
Is that parking space now lost or does that continue to run with the land?
So, no, it would be an acceptance of the change.
Okay.
And do you still have 1 parking space?
Yes.
Dedicated to you?
Yes.
So they still have the 1 parking space. So they're actually variance free on parking. There was also, the previous application allowed them a variance on loading as long as there's not like a substantial change. So if he's still using personal vehicles and box trucks, that would be in line with the variance that was previously granted. Only concerns would be raised if he had to bring in larger trucks, you know, then that would be something that would be discussed.
The only question with the trucks is, I got no problem with it, but, so Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, starting at like 4 o'clock, the parking lot starts to get filled up, the valet people start to set up this, that, the other thing. Most of the truck deliveries are kind of early, late afternoon, or, excuse me, late morning, early afternoon, when the parking lot is kind of lunch traffic and not, when do you expect your deliveries? You don't
Okay,
expect
the
them during
deliveries,
peak business hours, right?
Yeah, no, the delivery we usually do it Mondays in the morning. That's what I have
Perfect.
done it just 1 time because it's mostly concepts. Yeah.
Perfect, wonderful. Thank you.
Just for members of the public, this is Barbara Allen, our planner from Beacon Planning.
Sorry.
Just, you know, a lot of business owners down here, I don't think they know you, so.
So the applicant has confirmed that they have the parking space on site, that they're at 3 people at the site max in terms of employees, 2 employees and himself, and that loading will be consistent, so it's not triggering any variances with that respect. For the canopy, they said that they're just reutilizing the existing canopy and then just changing, I guess, the logo on that, and that would be reviewed by the historic.
Same canopy or just replacing the canopy with a new fabric?
I think it's gonna stay the same. Yeah, we just change it.
That's up to HBC.
So in this case, we actually have a variance-free application.
Not too many of those.
Hey,
I just wanted to ask, I'm so thrilled to.
come on up, you gotta come up to the mic and.
She's gonna wanna know if you need flowers.
Just name and address for the record, yeah.
Marlene Rogala, 39 West Main Street, especially for you florists, which, by the way, we will be celebrating our 50th anniversary in downtown October 1st. Back to the matter at hand. Will you be having any seating inside? People could, that's my big question.
Seating.
Is it just to purchase and walk out, or inside to sit and enjoy?
Yes.
So he says yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we can have 24.
Wonderful.
So, yes, we will be having 24 seats.
Perfect, perfect. I can't wait. I see your signs on the window every morning coming in. I can't wait. Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
My only other question from a technical standpoint, because it's, did they have, the water hookup fee, Does a water hookup fee apply? Is this like a fall under restaurant, the water hookup fees, or you don't know?
That's outside.
All right,
Okay.
that's for next steps, I guess. All right.
Let's make a couple questions.
Sure.
So first of all, I like the concept. I think it's really cool. I'm really appreciative of the fact that you talked to Cafe 360 to make sure that you were complimenting the cafe, not competing against, since you guys are potentially going to be so close together. Regarding the parking, so the variance is approved for 8 parking spaces for the space itself, and that's inclusive of the basement as well? Is it the
So speaking with the architect, he gave me a gross square footage of that area and did not discuss any basement area.
So there is an access to a basement from inside the space. If it's storage, forgive me if I'm wrong, but storage does carry a parking requirement, does it not?
It would carry a parking requirement, but that same basement space would have been accessible.
That's what I wanted to make sure, that it's part of the previous variance application.
It would have been part of the house plan.
There was a previous variance for residential parking as well, for the units that are above. All that is still taken into account, all that's still taken care of, there's no change?
No, he is still permitted the one spot on the property,
Okay.
which is consistent with the prior approval.
Okay.
And then that space was granted variance relief for parking.
All right, so the rest of the parking spots that are in that lot are marked for residential use?
Residential and
Residential use for the purposes of the conversation, okay. Sorry, a couple questions for you architecturally speaking. I don't know if you can answer or if you can hold on to it, but if you want to.
We'll do our best.
Sure, come on
Just,
up.
Adam, real quick, just for the record, I'm not sure if he spoke to the owners of Cafe 360.
Oh, okay, sorry, apologies.
And asked them.
Apologies,
And they were.
but I appreciate that, I appreciate that.
Yeah, and in my other location, we had an ice cream, so I figured they have an ice cream, so I took it out. Yeah, so.
Okay, great.
So I like the layout, it's very simple, it's a nice layout with your tables up front, nice visual seating from the front window and whatnot. I have a question, so the architectural plans speak to the handicap accessible bathroom is going to be enlarged in order to meet proper clearances. Where is the ADA accessible route into and out of the shop? Because the front has a step, you can't get into the front of the building if you are requiring ADA clearance. And the back, are these windows, are they doors on the outside of the office, of the
This
blender
goes all the way
station?
through to the back, right?
There is no in the back.
There's no entrance in the back, so it's only from the front.
Yeah.
All right, so there's a little bit of a juxtaposition here. You're increasing the bathroom to make it ADA compliant, which is a good thing. But because of the height of the step that's at the front door, at the little landing the space itself is not ADA compliant, which is why the salon down the street from you had to put in a small ramp. So it's something to speak to your architect about, because right now the building.
Wouldn't that be pre-existing though?
But the change of use, and correct me if I'm wrong, Ms. Allen, but a change of use requires that the space be brought up to standard codes.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
But it is actually more dependent upon whether there is
Okay.
I believe it's more dependent on whether there's major structural
Okay.
changes.
Something to investigate.
Yeah,
Something to investigate. I'm not looking for answers right now.
That's fine.
I don't have necessarily the application. I just saw that there was a comment about the lavatory being expanded to make it ADA compliant. But if you look, even on your picture, you can see that first step is not an ADA compliant step.
We acknowledge that, and I think the juxtaposition is actually the law, right? So with the new, with the proposed interior renovations, we're going to use that opportunity to bring the bathroom up into compliance.
Okay.
With respect to the front of it, I mean, because we're not proposing anything capital in nature, it's my understanding that we're grandfathered in.
Okay.
So we wouldn't have to do the step.
That's fine.
But the comments appreciated, it's something we could talk, we're the tenant.
Understood.
So it's something we could talk with them.
Absolutely. The openings on the side, these are windows? Yes, sir.
Can I add something? Yeah, is considered as a grandfather. I think this is how is it.
When you go with a change of use,
Yeah.
there's different law requirements that come into play. And like I said, it's just a comment. It's something to speak to your architect
And it
about.
has to do with the percentage of the change of the building as well. Because I have tenants that
Correct.
change use all the time, and my buildings that are built in the 1850s don't have handicap accessibility, and
I understand.
I've never been required to.
Like I said, it was a comment
Sorry,
because I
anything
saw
else?
that the laboratory is being expanded. The openings that are on the side of the building, the alleyway side, are they windows? They're not doors, okay. The window that is next to the to-go counter, that's not going to be a service window, correct? That, you're not doing walk-up service from the side of the building and all that? Okay. The basement, storage only?
Basement, I really like, I'm not gonna use it.
Okay.
But just,
It's just for the purposes of your use, it's storage.
Yeah.
You're not using it for prep or anything like that. You're not preparing food or anything down there in the basement. It's just strictly storage.
yeah, we're not preparing food at all, even in the store.
Okay.
Right,
Okay.
it's all being brought in.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I mean, but even if it was simple prep, just want to clarify. And then the last question I had, something to also check too, because I've run into this issue on other locations. When you're changing it to a more restaurant style, the health department sometimes requires a grease trap because of what you are preparing, and a grease trap may require confirmation of the drainage size of the drain line in the building. So just something to check as well.
Yeah, I could respond to this because, we not preparing no oil, nothing gonna be made in there, so
I asked the same question of the health department in one town, and they told me that it doesn't matter. It's food waste, not necessarily oil, because it's food particles. So just, again, something to talk to your architect about, talk with the health department, just to make sure that that's compliant as well. Other than that, I look forward to seeing the application for the signage before the historic preservation, and I wish you the best of luck in the new location. Thanks.
Any other questions?
I have no other questions, but I would just add, if you could just give your information to Joanne before you leave, so we can get you on our business mailing list and all that stuff.
This
That
is
sounds like a good thing.
7-day operation?
7 days?
7 days?
I would say 6 mostly or to 7, like it depends. Because you run a business and then if you could do 7.
And hours?
Hours is gonna be 8 to 8.
Very nice.
Look at the events that are happening downtown. I can tell you that at 7:30 in the morning, it's very hard to find a cup of coffee on Memorial Day. So
7:30 in the morning, it's hard to find a cup of coffee anywhere.
Exactly. So just something to consider.
Coffee and matcha. Also to give it a try.
Any other questions? I think we just need.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Councilperson Benedetto?
Yes.
Freeman?
Yes.
Jordan? Yes. Reich?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Sutton? Yes.
Best of luck.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much,
Mocha Brew
Councilman.
Company. Welcome. Thank you. Welcome. Item 26 is public comments. If anyone from the public care to make a comment to the governing body, please step forward, state your name and address for the record.
Mr. Mayor, I think the young lady that was in the art class, somebody said that her maybe?
Oh, yeah. We come and get you to do public comment. That is
George
that is
Schnurr.
customer service.
307 Park Avenue. At the last meeting, you adopted your budget, your municipal budget, and the loyal opposition here in town made numerous claims about the budget that you adopted. They claimed that the advertised budget and the adopted resolution didn't match. They claimed that the court revenue for parking tickets is subsidizing the current fund. They claimed that the construction fees are supposed to be self-liquidating, and they claimed that it wasn't. They claimed grant money wasn't being recorded properly, and this was brought up on several occasions. They claimed that the AFS doesn't match the adopted budget. This was also brought up several times. They claimed that cap-based adjustments for salaries wasn't done. They claimed that Freehold Borough doesn't apply the water connection fees on a consistent yearly basis. They claim that Freehold Borough will short the Social Security budget number for the water sewer utility and the parking utility. They claim that the debt service for the library was wrong. They claim that there are statutory violations in your budget. They claim that the capital budget was missing. I gotta tell you, I've been in IT my entire adult life. There's a whole host of reasons why a file doesn't upload to its intended target site. If IT was easy, I would not have been gainfully employed for almost 5 decades. These claims by the loyal opposition went on and on and on for almost 20 minutes. And the only question I have, since your CFO is here, is with all of these claims and allegations about the budget and how it was calculated, did the tax levy for our residential taxpayers change by more than 1%?
No.
Did they change by more than 1/10 of 1%?
No.
Did they change by more than 1/100 of 1%? Okay, all right, I give up. So basically, this was all about much to do about nothing, in my opinion. He went on for 20 minutes, blasting how you guys created the budget, all the numbers, this doesn't equal that, and it amounted to nothing. That's my comment.
Thank you. Any other public comment? Anyone else in the public here to make a comment, I should say?
We have
that lady, the lady.
Okay, mine is really silly. My name is Lynn, I live over in Patriots Point, and there is Cafe 360, and then there's the entrance and the exit, and then there's all these big bushes and the market yard sign. Now, my grandson and I were walking, this is not the first time, we almost got hit by a car. I didn't know who I could contact to maybe cut those bushes so they're not as high as me, because I can't see the car and the car can't see us. There's a stop sign, but most people don't stop at the stop sign, they stop when they get to the street.
We'll take a look at that tomorrow.
I personally
We'll
have,
address that tomorrow.
I would like to cut those bushes down and put a couple of bike racks there, but
Yeah, it's just, we almost got hit. Another car actually stopped because that's how close this woman
We will-
came flying out of
I agree.
that street, and those bushes are there and you can't see us.
We will look at that tomorrow morning.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You know that gentleman that just came after you, came to get you? He'll take a look at that.
Yeah, it's just
gave
it's
him
not the
more work.
first time it happened,
he's
and
probably Google mapping it right
The
now.
guy that was,
they're right in front of the market yard sign, it's red,
Yeah.
and they're like at least this high.
the guy that will escort you back to the art class will take care of that.
And Lynn's also a member of our spectacular committee as well.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Anyone else, public care to make a comment?
Yolanda Kirby, 54 Bond Street, Freehold, New Jersey. I just want to say all you guys are doing a really good job, and I appreciate every one of you because you show that you care, and you show that you have interest, and you have somebody like me who stay on your interest. And I appreciate all what you're doing, and I thank you all for what you're doing. No matter what anyone say, good or bad, I appreciate you. And I just want to say thank you, good day, and I'm tired of talking to you.
Thank you. Anyone else from the public care to make a comment?
I'll make the motion to close the public portion.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilperson Benedetto?
Yes.
Freeman?
Yes.
Jordan?
Yes.
Rice?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Shetzer?
Yes.
Our public comment section is closed. Item 27 are council reports and comments. Start off with Council President Freeman.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. First off, I'd like to thank the members of Downtown Freehold for coming out. I'd like to thank Keen for the budget presentation. Downtown Freehold is a partnership between so many, and I appreciate all you coming out to support what Duran and I do every single day. There's always so much going on. We got a great concert this week. We got lots of things going on. I'm going to be quick, though. I do want to just, a few weeks ago, I was honored to be able to accept from the YMCA their Community Impact Award for the work we do at the Freehold Alliance to Prevent Drug and Alcohol Abuse. I've been the chairman of this organization, or co-chair, for 15 years, and with the help of Sharon Schutzer and Annette Jordan, who are also on the committee, we raised money for funds for programs in the schools, and we collaborate with outsourced treatment centers to help people get treatment, and provide all sorts of online information seminars and stuff for students and families. And so this was a great honor to receive from them. The work we do has been ongoing, and so just wanted to bring this up and thank them and acknowledge it. So, that's all I have. Thank you.
Congratulations. Maybe we'll reach back and give you a balloon.
Thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Schutzer.
Yes, very quickly. Remember that in the summer, we have one meeting a month, council meeting a month. So don't think that it's the first and third. It's, also, a huge thank you to the Memorial Day Parade Committee and Alice and Amanda and all the volunteers who work so hard on that committee. This week, we have the graduation for our 8th graders at Freehold Intermediate School. That's being held at the high school, if there's no rain, on the 17th this week. And then next week, our Freehold High School graduates. That's the 25th at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Congratulations to Open Door. Since our last meeting, we attended their open house at their new facility, which some of you will recognize. Some of you are way too young to remember Hill Pots, but they're in the old Hill Pot building. And they are going to be here at our July meeting to receive a resolution for all the good work they do. We've had we've had two services, and we're about to have the third one to honor our vets. As we remember that we are the home of the free because of the brave. So on May 23rd, thanks to Dan Xavier and his committee.
July 4th.
Excuse me?
The first one was.
Oh, I'm sorry.
On May.
Sorry.
That's quite all right.
Dan's face just went nothing like
that. Quite all right. No. On May 23rd, we honored the following veterans with sign toppers on the streets where they live. And Yolanda Curry, right here, was one of our first recipients.
First female.
First, yes. So we thank you for your service, Ms. Yolanda.
You're welcome. Now on to the service.
And then on May 23rd, the Saturday before Memorial Day, we honored Andrew Zarnowski, who posthumously with a sign topper on Yard and Broad Street. Andrew used to be an employee of the borough, not only a veteran, but he was an employee of the DPW as well. We honored Bill Conover, a longtime Freehold Borough resident and former councilman in the borough. Also, we honored him posthumously on South and Union. And if you look, when you drive by these streets, you'll see their names topping the signs. We honored Joe Rafulowitz posthumously on 3rd and Liberty Streets. We honored Jim Sweetman posthumously, Len Cannon's father, husband of Sue Sweetman, who was a longtime councilwoman in Freehold Borough, with a sign on East Main and Bennett Streets. We honored Albert Pictionary on Fulton and Broadway, also posthumously. And we honored Charlie Malakovich, which many of you knew as Mr. Malco, who was so active in the Little League and different things in town. And his sign is on Bound and Stokes. On July 3rd, we are going to honor another group of veterans. At 9 o'clock, we will be honoring posthumously Robert Guy, Army, on Shavira Avenue and Hall Road. At 9:45, we will be honoring Richard Hamilton Jr., Marines, Ellis Street, and Broadway. 10:30, we will be honoring Ed Temple from the Marines, whose name you heard several times tonight. He is on our committee. And also the gentleman who did the murals underneath the Route 9 bridge on Englishtown Road. He did those murals. We'll be honoring him, Crestwood Drive and Moore Street. At 11:15, we will be honoring Dan Xavier from the Army on Brinkerhoff Avenue and West Main Street. And 12:15, we will be honoring Joseph Arcolio, a Marine, South Street and Barcalow Avenue. For all of these service personnel and all of these veterans and their families, we say a tremendous thank you. And we especially thank Dan Xavier and his committee for recommending this program and for presenting it. So we hope to see some of you join us, all of you join us that day, July 3rd. Thank you. Is that Chris Naspo back there?
Yes.
Okay, Chris, when is your soccer thing this year?
It's not.
Okay.
We're looking at next year.
Okay.
Hopefully at the women's pitches.
All right, great.
Way to bring up
Okay.
a sore spot.
Way to bring up a sore spot, yeah.
He's on the World Cup this year. He's got
Yeah,
a little
right,
bigger tournament
right,
going on this
right.
year.
This, by the way, is one of our volunteers, Chris Naspo, who is a teacher at the Learning Center and who is the moving force behind All Kids, One Field. I'm sure you've heard that program before. So thank you, Chris, for your work too. Dan, thank you. And thank you to all of our veterans.
Thank you. Councilmember Benedetto.
Well, if that was brief.
I forgot.
Why are you laughing, Andy?
I could just say ditto to whatever Sharon just said. And I do remember Hilltops, just vaguely. It was the Home Depot of Freehold.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Dan, great program. George, outstanding job announcing again. Such a moving morning. And to the CIG, just keep doing what you're doing. Great job. Thank you all for coming out.
Thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Jordan.
Thank you. I just got a couple of things. So fireworks, July 5th at the racetrack. Gates are going to open at 5 p.m. No backpacks, no pets. There'll be food trucks, DJ, Mission Dance will be the featured entertainment, so come on out. We've enhanced the program this year in celebration of the 250th. Freehold Recreation also is doing a little contest, Freehold Chalk the Walk, in celebration of the 250th. You can pick up some chalk here at Borough Hall, go home, do a little mural on your driveway or your sidewalk, take a photo of that and send it to us and we'll put it up online. The winner of that contest will be announced at the June 27th downtown celebration again for the 250th. So you can still get your chalk in, so please pick up some chalk and submit some masterpieces. Our community garden is going to be holding 2 free gardening classes this Wednesday, one at 6:30 and one at 7 p.m. and that'll all be about fall planting. So if you'd like to, come on down. They'll also do you some tours of the garden and just see how it's really taking shape. We were able to get a grant for the garden for $25,000, and we were able to improve the plumbing down there. We're going to put the gazebo in. So if you have an opportunity, stop down and see what's going on. And that, again, is Bobby Lithgow is running that whole grant for us, so we appreciate it, Bobby. The Board of Health is running a Celebration of Life American Red Cross Blood Drive. That's going to be on Tuesday the 23rd. You can scan the QR code. That's going to be at the Elks from 2 to 7 p.m. We have about 15 spots less as of last week. We have quite a few people signed up. We would like to hit 40 donations, so please, if you can, sign up to give blood. Also, I don't really talk a lot about things that have gone on in the past, but a week ago Saturday I was able to attend the Reel in the Fun fishing demonstration at the pond, and it was held in conjunction with All Kids One Field, We Are the Future, or PBA, and Mayor's Wellness and Recreation. And we had about 30 kids out there, and they had a phenomenal time. And we raffled off a couple fishing rods, and one of the kids, the Alliance actually donated a fishing rod, and one of the kids was telling me how much he enjoyed it, and he actually won the rod. So his mother said he'll be out there all summer fishing. And I talked about it at the Alliance meeting, and the teacher said, oh my gosh, she was all over the moon about this, and it was wonderful. We had a great time. We're hoping to make that a permanent event. Just about that. Oh, and Old Freehold Day is August 1st. It's going to be our 50th celebration at the pond. So come on out. There's going to be music. There'll be boating on the pond. We'll have food trucks. It'll just be a lot of fun and a nice celebration. So I think that is all I have. Yep. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Rogers.
Thank you. Just a few things. As Councilman Wright mentioned earlier, we had our Pride flag raising on June 1st, and it was so well attended, and people were just happy to see. As the Human Relations Advisory Committee, we try and recognize all of our residents, and honor them. We have a lot of communities that haven't come forth and asked us to celebrate with them. So we're looking for you to come and bring your celebrations to us, because we love to, whether it's a flag raising, whether you want to do something at the park, or whether you want to just do a proclamation recognizing your community. We are all one community, and we want to recognize you, whether your kid did something great in school, whether, whatever it is, we want to celebrate with you. So we don't just pick and choose, who to celebrate. It's if they come to us and ask us, we want to do this, we'll work with you to get it done, as long as it's not hateful, as long as it's not, something that's offensive. This Thursday, we are going to do our Juneteenth flag raising. We had the festival downtown last weekend, which was amazing. It was such a great time. We had so many people that came through and enjoyed the music, enjoyed the dancing, enjoyed the performances. It was just really a wonderful day. The weather was great, and it was just a lot of fun to see the community together and to see people coming out to learn more about, the history that's involved with Juneteenth, because it is part of American history as well as Black history. This past weekend, our local organization, Accord Street School Education and Community Center, did a Black History program at Faith Tabernacle Church, which is on Avenue A. This was one of the most amazing programs I've attended that they put on. They had many of the local churches involved. Miss Annie was there. They had many of the local churches involved. It was so nice to see the young people. There was an 8-year-old child who just spoke so eloquently about what it meant to be black. Why did you make me black? And he went through some negative things, and then he brought in the positive, and it was just absolutely amazing. He was so eloquent and so mature for his age. And then we had some choirs, and we had a speak. It was just an amazing program. It has to be one of my favorites. And then this past Friday, the Elks did their Flag Day service, which is always meaningful, and the fact that they go through the history of each of the flags and everything, very educational. So it was nice to be able to attend that as well. On a happy note, our library has reopened. It is currently on a modified schedule, but it is open. So hopefully you'll be able to stop in and say hi to our library ladies, and you know, and just encourage them as we move past the negative things that have happened. But it is great to see them open. It is great to see them, getting back into the swing of things. And that's really all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Reich.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Once again, I want to say thank you to the Memorial Day Parade Committee and all the people who came out to watch the parade, participate in the parade, and enjoy the parade. It's probably one of my favorite events that happens in the borough every year, and I'm really honored to be involved with it. I hope that if you'd like to be involved too, you can have the same kind of feeling of pride once the parade actually steps off, and you see all the people downtown lining the streets cheering for all the participants. So looking forward to the next one, 153 years strong. I'd like to say thank you to the Freehold Borough Educational Foundation for their 4th graders bike event that was held at the school the other week. All the volunteers that came out to assist our 4th graders in learning how to ride a bike. My younger son Braden was very adept on a balance bike for a while, and finally was able to get a bike with pedals on it, because his grandmother would not put pedals on his bike, and he took off like a champ, and now he is circling the block every chance he gets. So if that's not a success story, I don't know what is, and I really appreciate all the time and effort the volunteers of the foundation does as well. Pride flag raising, already mentioned, but it was a fantastic afternoon event. Look forward to every year, looking forward to the Juneteenth flag raising this coming Thursday. I had the pleasure of attending the Pen Pal Meet and Eat between the Freehold Borough School District and Neighborhood Connections to Health and the Hudson Manor residents the other 2 Fridays ago, last Friday. This was a program that the Human Relations Advisory Committee had the idea about, but we couldn't really figure out how to get off the ground, and we approached the school district, and they partnered with Neighborhood Connections to Health to get a grant from Ocean First Bank in order to support a pen pal program between the school children and the residents of Hudson Manor. And this meet and eat event, which was like a luncheon where the pen pals got to meet their pen palees for the first time, was fantastic to see. I think the best thing about it was the feedback that both sides of the pen gave during the event, and they said that rather than meeting for the first time at the end of the event, they want to meet at the first time in the beginning or middle of the event, because they realized how much they actually had in common with their pen pals through the generations, and they would have loved to be able to talk about those things in the letters. So for the next version of the program, they're going to try and facilitate a meeting earlier in the event so that the pen pals can get to know each other in the beginning of the event. Along with all the other celebrations for Juneteenth this month, at the end of the month on June 28th, the Monmouth County Diversity Alliance is hosting its Black and Red on the Green Gala, and we are very lucky to honor Margaret Rogers at that event. Really looking forward to celebrating all of it, as well as all the other honorees that are being honored by the Monmouth County Diversity Alliance. So Margaret, looking forward to celebrating you and everybody else at the end of the month at the event.
Thank you.
Please come out for the July 3rd Veteran Stein Toppers program. It's a fantastic program. Dan, I know you're deeply involved in this, and we appreciate everything you do, and I know you'd like to be called out on it, but it's a really great program, and I think the best thing about it is hearing the families talk about the recipients, or hearing the recipients themselves talk about what it means to be honored in our borough. And correct me if I'm wrong, there's over 300 locations that can be done, and we have 30 years, something like that, worth of veterans that we can honor. So if you have a chance on any of the 3 days, Memorial Day, 4th of July weekend, or Veterans Day, please come out and join us around town as we honor these very important members of our community. Aside from everything else that's happening on July 4th weekend, on July 4th itself will be the reading of the Declaration of Independence at the Firehouse. Please come out and join us that morning as we read through and celebrate what makes our country a free nation. Just a quick comment. I really want to say thank you all for staying for the meeting. I know that the mayor says at the end of every presentation that you don't have to stay for the meeting, but we'd like you if you did, and we appreciate that you do. This is where the work gets done. It's in these meetings where you hear the information, where you get to talk about everything that's going on and whatnot. It's different from the echo chamber of online. So if you can make it out to the meetings, if you can be here and be present, ask the questions, whether it's the mayor and council or whether it's to a department head or a committee chair or a liaison. It's always best to ask questions and get answers than it is to just push things out there without getting feedback. That doesn't get anything done. You guys coming out here tonight, being here, being present, that gets things done, and I really appreciate all you taking time on a Monday evening to come out and spend a couple hours with us here in council chambers. Last but not least, I want to congratulate both the Freehold Regional High School's graduating class, as well as the Freehold Borough School District's 8th grade class, specifically, and especially my son Ethan, who is graduating this Wednesday, and he's going to Freehold Borough High School for the computer science program. I cannot believe that I have an 8th grader who's graduating in 2 days. I don't know how I got to this point. And I'm very surprised I don't have more gray hairs because of it. So, other than that, thank you all for staying with us tonight. Really appreciate it. Hope you have a wonderful week, and we'll see you all the crazy events going on downtown. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Mr. Mayor, if I may, with all due respect, Councilwoman Schutzer, but my nomination was overlooked. Emilio Giannetti, 11:15, Ellison Oak, and then Dan Xavier's 1 o'clock on that day, because his wife said she's throwing a big party after. So if you want to go see Dan and the street be renamed, but Rob, it's on Ellison Oak, 11:15.
I'm sorry.
Gentleman
I
lives
missed
on
that.
Ellis Street.
Yeah, Emil. I'm sorry.
That's
I missed
okay.
that, Michael.
Sharon, you do a lot. It's hard to remember everything. I don't know how you remember what you do. So.
I didn't remember it. That's a problem.
Since Mr. Nashville is here, I just wanted to congratulate you on the wonderful present from Dick's Sporting Goods. You and We Are the Future. That was just an amazing gift that they gave you. And I know that you guys will use it for the kids in this community, as you always do. So congratulations on that. It is very well deserved.
Thank you. That was all Dick's Sporting Goods.
But you guys earned it. You did.
Appreciate that.
Mr. Mayor, before you close too, there was one thing, and congratulations, you and We Are the Future, correct?
Yeah.
A $10,000 grant?
Yes, each.
You guys do amazing work. Just real quick before we close out, I know Open Door was mentioned this evening. About a year or so ago, a student came in and spoke with the director there and wanted to do a movie about what they do there. He actually made the movie and he submitted it to the Tribeca Film Festival, and it beat out all of the other students nationally. So it's all about our Open Door, and as soon as I get the opportunity, we'll do a screening of it. So more to come on that. But that's amazing. And he was actually invited to the Tribeca Film Festival, and he took our director with him. So.
All right, since we're adding stuff from us, I forgot that Saturday, June 27th, 12 to 6 p.m. is our Spirit of Monmouth Festival. We got a couple great bands, food trucks, vendors, you know, what we do great here in downtown Freehold. So come out for that. And with that, I'll pass it to the mayor.
I was going to say, since we have such a big crowd still here, let's go around again. And just watching everybody's face, and everybody's just like, all right, done. I want to say also thanks for coming out, thanks for hanging in with us. But I'm looking around. Thanks for all you do. You know, everyone in this room. And we talk about the volunteers are the backbone of this great community. And you guys do so much for our town. So I just want to say thank you for everything. Congratulations to everybody. But it is time to go, so seeing no further business, I'd like to entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second. Roll call, please.
Councilperson Benedetto?
Yes.
Freeman?
Yes.
Jordan?
Yes.
Rice?
Yes.
Rogers?
Yes.
Schuster?
Yeah.
Thank you all again. We are adjourned. Thanks for coming out.